Some days in the forest felt almost normal, filled with laughter, tiny mishaps, and the kind of joy that makes you forget you were ever lost. Morning started with the 6-year-old girl in her torn red jacket stretching in the sun, the little puppy zooming in excited circles, and the squirrel chattering from the roof of their tiny wooden house. The days were full of funny moments, like when the girl tried to wash her hands in the stream, only for the puppy to splash water everywhere, soaking her completely. She'd laugh and shout, "Hey, I was trying to clean." Then the squirrel, ever the little thief, would snatch a berry from her pile and dash up a tree. She'd gasp dramatically, "Hey, that's mine." The puppy would then chase the squirrel in circles until he got dizzy and flopped down, exhausted. 3 friends, 3 personalities, and endless giggles. With each passing day, their world grew bigger, and their courage grew right along with it. They started exploring further, walking deeper into the forest than they ever had before. The girl would hum a soft tune, the puppy trotted confidently ahead, and the squirrel leaped from branch to branch, their loyal lookout. It felt like they could go anywhere together. But then, on one of these walks, the squirrel suddenly stopped. It chittered sharply, a warning sound they were starting to understand. The girl paused. "What is it?" she asked, her voice soft. The puppy sniffed the air, his ears lifting, his tail slowing its happy wag. The forest has its own language, and silence is never empty. Suddenly, everything became quiet. No birds sang, no wind rustled the leaves. Just an unnerving stillness that settled over them. That's when the girl saw them, large paw prints pressed into the mud near a fallen log. She whispered, "Those aren't ours." The puppy whimpered softly and pressed against her leg. High above, the squirrel froze on a branch, a tiny, tense statue. Then, a soft rustle from the bushes nearby. Leaves moved. It wasn't loud. It wasn't fast. From behind the thicket, a small bear cub slowly stepped into view. It had curious eyes, round ears, and took cautious, uncertain steps. It was young, and just as curious as they were. The cub tilted its head, watching them. The puppy stiffened, a low growl rumbling in its chest. The squirrel flicked its tail nervously. The girl, barely breathing, whispered to her friends, "Stay very still." The cub took one small step closer. A twig snapped under its paw. In that single moment, all the laughter disappeared. The forest held its breath, and 3 little hearts realized they weren't alone anymore. The girl slowly reached back, placing one steadying hand on the puppy's collar. The squirrel crept down the tree, closer to her shoulder. What they didn't know was whether this meeting would become a moment of danger or the beginning of something entirely new.